Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be about the full moon in Libra and what you may be manifesting around this time. So go ahead and take a moment and feel free to pause the video if you need to, but allow your intuition to guide you to whatever card or cards you find yourself most drawn towards. I will also have the timestamps for each group of the reading listed in the description as well. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading about what you may be manifesting around the time of the full moon in Libra. And if you picked this first card here with the smoky quartz, then this reading is going to be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the energy of the card that you chose. And this card is going to represent the overall energetic theme of the reading. And I'm also going to build upon that as well by getting a few more tarot cards followed by some oracle cards to get a little bit more insight and information about these energies. So we'll go ahead and reveal this card that you chose. So let's see what we have here. So we have the King of Swords, and this is a very interesting energy. It's definitely this card is definitely a very strong masculine energy. And the King of Swords, this is all about having that maturity and that mastery over your way of thinking. This card definitely reveals that it may be very important to use a very strong, rational, and logical perspective when making decisions around this time. And this card definitely maybe asks you to have a little bit more of a separation between your emotions and your logical, rational thinking. And this definitely doesn't mean that there's not a place to have that intuitive, more emotional approach to certain situations, but I feel that this is really asking you to find that balance. And that's definitely very much a Libra theme that you may want to keep in your awareness around the time of this full moon in Libra. But I feel that this is really just asking you um, to remain focused, remain very deliberate and discerning when moving forward, making any decisions about your future, and maybe particularly with your relationships and your your way of being involved in your community. Um, this Libra full moon may involve a lot of themes around balance and around justice, of course, and relating to other people outside of you, whether that be in your family, in your friend group, or in your community. So I feel that this is really asking you to really think things through calmly, deliberately, rationally, and to have a little bit more detachment with your emotions, perhaps. So I'll go ahead and get a few more tarot cards as well from our Light Seers Tarot. And we're just going to get a little bit more information about what may be coming up for you around this time of the full moon in Libra. So I'll go ahead and give these a good shuffle here, and we will take a look at what may be coming up for you. Okay, so I got a couple more cards here. So the next card that we have is the High Priestess. This is very interesting. And we also have the Queen of Cups. And I find it very interesting because this kind of comes back to what I was saying about finding that balance between the rational way of thinking and the intuitive, more emotional, feminine approach. And that's definitely what I'm seeing here within this reading very, very clearly. I'll begin by discussing the the High Priestess here, and this is one of our major arcana cards, and it's definitely very closely associated with lunar energies. This card is definitely highly representative of the feminine intuitive approach, And this card also has a lot to do with sacred knowledge, with maybe it could be associated with certain occult practices, just very, very maybe secret, sacred, hidden knowledge. Listening to the rhythms and the cycles of our own internal beings. It's definitely very much associated, like I was saying, with those lunar energies, honoring our own internal cycles, the cycles of ourselves and the larger cycles as well, both within us and around us. And I think that this reading is definitely possibly asking you to really focus on finding that balance between both the masculine and the feminine energies, and and the mind and the heart, also the rational thought and the intuitive emotional part of ourselves. And I think it's very beautiful in many ways. And that I think that High Priestess is really just I believe that it's really just it's really revealing that you have a very, very powerful, very very insightful connection with your higher self and with your intuition. And I think that you're definitely on the right track when it comes to integrating and balancing these energies in a harmonious way. So I think the best thing to do is just to keep moving forward and to remain aligned on this energetic path moving forward. And the next card that we have here is the Queen of Cups. And this is definitely this card is definitely very associated with the feminine mastery of the emotional energies. And the cups cards are associated with the element of water and related to our emotional body and our emotional energies, much like the King of Swords card is very much associated with the masculine mastery over our thoughts and our intellect. But like I was saying, this really comes back to what I was saying about finding that balance, and just really tuning into your own inner being and finding the correct balance that works for you. And the Queen of Cups, this card is very much associated with, like I was saying, having that emotional mastery and really having a very close connection with your higher self, with your intuition. It's very similar to that High Priestess energy in a lot of ways. It's trusting the rhythms and the cycles of your body and of your own internal energies. It's definitely a very nurturing, supportive energy as well. It definitely gives me a lot of Cancer vibes. And it really just asks you to take a moment to slow down, to tap into that internal part of yourself that really truly knows what's best. And um, it's definitely a very calm, nurturing, supportive, trusting energy. And I think that you definitely are really moving in the right direction as far as learning how to incorporate and harmonize these energies in a very positive and very beautiful kind of way for yourself. So definitely keep moving forward, and definitely keep tapping into these energies and working with them as much as you possibly can. So I'll go ahead and continue your reading here by getting a card from our Moonology Oracle deck, just to get a little bit more information for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get you a card here, and we'll just see what else may be coming up for you around this time of this full moon. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a look at what we have. And we have the new moon in Scorpio, Go Deeper. Wow, this is very interesting. And this new moon in Scorpio, well, I'll begin by just saying that you may have astrological placements in the sign of Scorpio, and you also may have. I did just want to also mention that the lunar energies may also have a lot of very powerful significance for you. But whether that resonates with you or not, just kind of um, allow that to. But however that resonates with you, just allow that to be how you interpret it. But anyway, the new moons. This is a beautiful time of planting new seeds, both literally and metaphorically. But it's a beautiful time to really sit with that void space, to sit within that darkness, and really meditate and contemplate as to what you would like to create and what you would like to manifest moving forward. It's really a time to reflect and to really put those intentions out there. And the sign of Scorpio, this is really all about going deeper. It's about venturing within the internal depths of our psyches. This is all about doing that shadow work and really possibly facing a lot of the more painful and darker aspects of ourselves. But that's not necessarily to mean that this is a negative kind of energy. It's really truly about it's really truly about transmutation. And after facing those parts of ourselves that we may not want to acknowledge, it allows there to be a certain kind of death and rebirth. And like I was saying, that transmutation. It's I really love associating that archetype of the phoenix rising from the ashes. I love associating that archetype with the sign of Scorpio. But anyway, this card really asks you to go deeper, and I feel that it's very much connected with that high priestess energy, as well as that Queen of Cups energy, and perhaps also even with that King of Swords energy. Not only going into the depths of your heart and into the depths of your intuition and that spiritual connection, that connection to those higher realms, but also that deeper connection to your mind, and maybe something that maybe you've wanted to maybe study something and explore something at a deeper level, but it involves that discipline and that structure. And in a lot of ways, that's very much related to that King of Swords coming back to that masculine energy, and that kind of that stern focus and that seriousness. There's definitely very much of a seriousness with the King of Swords. But like I was saying, I think that this is really asking you to find that balance as you begin this new beginning for yourself, and take this opportunity to really venture into the depths of your internal nature, and to really discover who you truly are. And I'm not saying that you don't know who you are, but I think this is perhaps asking you to maybe learn to maybe know yourself a little bit more deeply, and to strengthen and refine and balance certain aspects of yourself. And I think that those aspects are those masculine and feminine energies, and balancing the heart and the mind, the logical perspective and the intuitive perspective. So I think that is definitely something to keep in your awareness around this time with this full moon in Libra, and really focus on setting these new intentions, and really really carrying it forward out until the end, if that makes sense. To remain committed to your dreams, to your goals, and to just keep chipping away at whatever you want to manifest, just day by day. And I think that with this reading, you kind of have the best of both worlds in a lot of ways. And like I was saying, it's definitely a beautiful opportunity to know yourself more deeply, and to really master these different energies in a very powerful and harmonious way. It's not just mastering these separate energies, but it's learning how to intertwine them and incorporate them together in the most beautiful and in the most honoring kind of way. So I'm going to go ahead and finish your reading by getting a card from our Mystical Wisdom Oracle. And we're just going to go ahead and get a final message for you, and we'll just take a look at what may be coming up for you. So we'll go ahead and get a final card. Okay, so the card that we have is Owl, follow your intuition. So this is kind of exactly what I was saying before, but I did also just want to mention that the actual the animal of the owl may have some kind of special significance for you. You might find that you consider the owl to be maybe one of your spirit animals, or it may just have some kind of special symbolism or some kind of spiritual significance. But anyway, this is a very, very beautiful card. I absolutely love the imagery here, and I just feel that it just greatly confirms and ties back into what I was saying about trusting that intuition, but also allowing there to be that counterpart as well, allowing there to be that balance and that alternative perspective with a more logical and rational approach in certain situations. And I don't think that it's necessarily that you can't listen to your intuition, but I think that obviously you need to follow your intuition here, but I think that there also has to be that duality, that polarity, that counterpart energy, like I was saying. And I feel that whoever you are, this reading just confirms what I was saying about having that very close connection to your intuition, to your higher self. And I feel that there may be certain beings in other realms who are trying to help you through your intuition, through your spiritual connection, and they're trying to communicate with you and really help you guide your path forward in the most beautiful possible way that really honors your soul's evolution. And these are just some things that you may want to keep in your awareness around the time of this full moon. But I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, Group 1, and it's been an absolute privilege to bring you this reading. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And if this reading resonated with you, if you possibly like to help further support the channel, I'll also leave information in the description as well if you may like to possibly consider leaving a tip. But it's something that's never expected, but very much appreciated. And I'm sending you so much light, so much love, and so many blessings upon your journey. Thank you so much. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading about the Libra full moon and what you may be manifesting around this time. So if you chose this first card with this Oregonite, then this reading is going to be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the card that you chose, and this card is going to represent the overall energetic theme of the reading. And I'm also going to build upon that as well by getting a few more tarot cards, followed by some oracle cards to get a little bit more insight and information about these energies. So we'll go ahead and reveal this card that you chose, and we'll take a look at what may be coming up for you. So the card that we have for you here is the Six of Swords. And what this card really tells me is that you may be at a point in your life right now that where you're moving away from something that may have been probably potentially traumatic or painful, or something that was not in alignment with your soul's higher path. And the Six of Swords, this in a lot of ways, this card is very liberating. It's very empowering because you're really at the point where you're looking towards the future, and you definitely aren't looking back at where you've been, but in some ways you may be carrying some of those burdens. You may be carrying some of those more painful energies with you moving forward. And in a lot of ways, this card kind of reminds me of maybe having those battle scars that you kind of have to take with you into the future. But it's not something that is necessarily going to hold you back, or it's not going to diminish your light or to diminish your power or your strength. But it's kind of remembering. I guess kind of like forgetting, but not forgetting in a lot of ways. And that might not resonate for everyone, but with the Six of Swords, I really just feel that you're at a point where you're beginning to become more liberated, and you're really wanting to manifest a brighter future for yourself, and not wanting the past to define you, not wanting the past to hold you back, but bringing those memories and those experiences with you to help you, maybe as a way of survival or self-preservation, remembering what you've been through and using those experiences to serve you, in a way that you have that wisdom and you have that experience. And even if something was painful, even if you were in a situation that didn't honor you as a soul, as a person, it's a very powerful and important learning experience. And I think that's what this card is really all about. And I think that's honestly one of the most important things to take away from this, is that you've definitely learned some very important lessons, and in a lot of ways this has helped you most likely your soul's strengthen your soul's resilience. And it's provided you with maybe a greater sense of knowing your own self-worth, and knowing that you deserve the best that life has to offer, and that you don't have to settle for anything less, and leaving behind any kind of relationships, any kind of energies that were not in alignment with that higher path, with that higher purpose, and with what you truly deserve. So I'm going to go ahead and get a few more cards for you here from our Light Seers Tarot. And we're just going to get a little bit more information about what may be coming up for you around this full moon. So let's go ahead and give this a shuffle, and we'll just get a few more cards for you here. So let's see. I have two more cards for you here, and the first one is the Ace of Wands. And this is very beautiful energy, and I'll discuss this in just a moment, but we also have the King of Swords. And I think it's very interesting because this King of Swords actually was part of our Group 1's reading as well. So that reading may have you may have found that you were drawn to Group 1's reading, but whether you are or not, I just thought that might be something to mention. But I'll begin by discussing this Ace of Wands here. And with this Ace of Wands, this is a very beautiful opportunity for you. And the Ace, the Ace cards, they definitely are very symbolic of a new beginning, of a new initiation. And I feel that with this Ace of Wands, this is really reconnecting you with that passion, with that purpose, with that potential to really carry out your dreams and your goals forward, and to step into your power, to step into your light, to own who you are, and to not let the past define you, to not let the past hold you back in any kind of way, but to really reconnect with that inspiration and that zest for life, and knowing and trusting that you have everything that it takes to manifest these dreams, and that even if you have come from some kind of painful experience prior to this, then that doesn't have to be something that deters you from your future, and from what you're truly wanting to manifest. So I feel that this Ace of Wands, it definitely it could have something to do with some kind of new creative pursuit, maybe some kind of artistic project, or um, creating creating a new creating a new vision for your life. Whatever this may be, I feel this is a new opportunity, that this is a new beginning for you, and it's definitely something that it will require that persistence and that forward momentum to bring it into fruition. But as long as you keep holding that vision, you keep putting that energy and that passion into your dreams, then you have everything that it takes to make this into a reality. And I feel that you may even be manifesting it. Whatever the situation is for you, um, I the advice that I would give you would be to just keep moving forward, and to to keep consciously tapping back into that creative spark, um, that that vision, to keep doing that regularly in order to keep that energy moving forward, and to keep yourself inspired. So that might be just be something to take into consideration. And we also have this King of Swords here as well. And this King of Swords, this is really all about having that mastery of your mind, of that rational intellectual perspective, and to not allow your emotions to run the show. This is really having that calm, and maybe even a little bit what some people may consider to be kind of a cold outlook on life. But it's not so much cold, it's detached. And it's detached for a very good reason, because while there is a place to have that energetic involvement, that enmeshment, whatever you want to call it, in some situations there needs to be a little bit of that distance, and that, like I was saying, that detachment from the situation, and to really look at things calmly, deliberately, maturely, and rationally, like I was saying, in certain situations. It's a very serious masculine energy in a lot of ways, it but it definitely is very truthful and honest. So this King of Swords, it could be representative of some kind of literal masculine figure in your life, maybe a father figure, or um, some other kind of person of significance. It definitely also kind of gives me, it kind of reminds me of the energy of a boss as well, of the energy of an authority figure. But whatever that may be for you, just like I was saying, take that as it resonates. But this is all about having that mastery over your mind. And maybe for some of you, this is um, having control of your thoughts, to where you don't let your anxiety run wild, where you have that discipline of mind, where when things start to be headed, maybe being headed down a downward spiral, that more mature part of the mind can step in and take over, and really cut things off in their tracks, if that makes sense. To really to step in with authority, and not in necessarily an aggressive kind of way, but in a more of like almost like a comforting father kind of way, not wanting to maybe control things, but wanting to um, but reminding you that inner father part of yourself, reminding yourself that you can handle a situation, and that you have all the tools necessary, and all the skills necessary to to really to have that detachment, and to know that you are the authority over your own life, and that you have everything that it takes. So I hope that made sense, but I'll go ahead and get you another card here from our Moonology Oracle deck, just to give a little bit more information for you here about these full moon energies. So we'll go ahead and take a look at what wants to be known for you. So the next card that we have is the new moon in Aries. Go for it. And it's really very interesting because this new moon in Aries card, it really just reminds me so much of that Ace of Wands energy as well. And the new moons, these are times of planting seeds, both literally and metaphorically, of putting those intentions out into the universe to carry them out into manifestation. And the sign of Aries, this is all about taking charge, taking initiative, and really being the leader and the creator over your own life, the leader and the creator of your own life. And it's definitely very much related to this Ace of Wands energy in a lot of ways, about taking charge, taking action in the direction of your dreams, taking action to create your dreams, to follow your passion, and to really embark upon those creative pursuits, to really go for it, to know that this is your life, that you are the main character of your own story, and that no one else is going to do it for you. That in order to manifest this life, in order to maybe create something new for yourself, maybe after the past has been maybe not the best, maybe this is a new opportunity to really turn things around, to really look at things from a different perspective, to really maybe see things from a more rational perspective as well. And knowing that you've developed and cultivated new wisdom, new insights, and that you don't have to make the same mistakes. Not that you've made mistakes, but if you have, this is really just saying that the past doesn't necessarily have to repeat itself if you can move forward with that conscious integration, and incorporating the lessons and the new insights that you've developed along the way. So basically, this is really just telling me that this is a wonderful time to focus on the new beginnings, focus on the new possibilities and the new dreams for your future. And I'll go ahead and get a final card for you from our Mystical Wisdom Oracle, just to get a final message for you about this full moon in Libra. So we'll go ahead and take a look at what we have here for you. Okay, so the final card that we have for you is Good Fortune, Invite Magic In. And this is a very beautiful energy, very beautiful card. And this card is pretty much self-explanatory. I feel that maybe after leaving something very painful behind, and maybe having to be there for yourself, if you did not have someone there to stay strong for you, and to have that strong masculine energy, maybe you had to do that for yourself, and to be that father energy within your own life, and to really incorporate those archetypal themes into your everyday life and existence. And I feel that after doing this hard work, after maybe making some very painful decisions, yet also opening yourself up to this new beginning, this new potential, these creative inspirations, and these alchemical artistic talents within yourself, I feel that you're really just calling in this new vibrant, creative, radiant energy. And I feel that even though things may not have been easy for you within this current time, within this recent time, or maybe in the recent past, however this resonates with you, I feel that you've been doing a lot of hard work, and this good fortune, this positive energy, I feel that it's just flowing, it's flowing through you and it's flowing to you, that you're really beginning to attract more of that. The more that you put out there, the more that you create it, the more that it truly comes back to you. It really, it's a, a perfect example of the law of attraction in action. And I feel that you're a perfect example of that as well. And inviting and calling that magic into your life. And even though things may not have always have gone smoothly, this doesn't mean that things can't be better and things can't improve moving forward. And I think they definitely are already beginning to in so many ways for you. I think that you're creating this magic within your own life, that you're really, it's really coming from the core of your being. It's not something that you are acquiring externally. I feel that you are truly alchemizing it and creating it within the core of your soul, within the core of your energetic field. And it's really making such a powerful and such an influential difference for you. And even if it doesn't feel like things are changing just yet, I really have a strong feeling that things are going to be getting so much better, and that magic is really going to be, it's really going to be revealing itself and manifesting itself in so many more obvious and so many more magical kind of ways. So I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, group 2, and it's been an absolute privilege to bring you this reading. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And if this reading resonated with you, I'm also going to leave some information in the description as well if you may like to possibly consider leaving a tip to help further support the channel. But it's something that's never expected, but very much appreciated. And I'm sending you so much light, so much love, and so many blessings upon your journey. Thank you so much. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading about the full moon in Libra and what you may be manifesting around this time. So if you chose this third card here with this opalite, then this reading is going to be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the card that you chose, and this card is going to represent the overall energetic theme of the reading. And I'm also going to get a few more tarot cards, followed by some oracle cards as well, to get a little bit more insight and information about these energies. So we'll go ahead and reveal the card that you chose here, and we'll get a look at what may be coming up for you. So the card that we have for you here is the Hermit, and this is actually one of my favorite energies. This card of the Hermit, it's a major arcana card, and it's often associated with the astrological sign of Virgo. But this card is all about venturing into the depths of yourself and maybe taking a little bit of time away from society, from other people, and taking some time alone for yourself to really let things kind of marinate energetically, to really let those wheels turn within various parts of your mind and various parts of your energetic fields. But this is all about taking that time away, taking the time for yourself to maybe take a step back, to really focus on your own inner wisdom, to focus on taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your mind, your soul. And in a lot of ways, by taking that time, by maybe taking that break from possibly lots of socializing, lots of external stimuli, by doing this, I feel that it is going to it really reconnects you in an even deeper kind of way to your own inner wisdom, your own intuition, and your own inner power and authority over what you know is best for your own life. So this is definitely a very beautiful energy. It's one of my favorite cards within the tarot, and definitely something very, very interesting and maybe very important to keep in your awareness around this time of this full moon in Libra. Just taking some time for yourself, taking some time away, and um, maybe taking on some kind of meditative practice, doing maybe a guided meditation, um, or doing something like going out in nature, taking some time to really connect to those not only those internal energies, but the energies of the earth and the energies of the spirits of nature around you. So I think that could be something very important to take into consideration and maybe to incorporate into your energy around this time. Or maybe this is something that you're already doing and this is just confirming that. But obviously just take this reading as it resonates with you. So I'm going to go ahead and continue by getting a few more cards from our Light Seers Tarot to get a little bit more information about this full moon and what may be coming up for you around this time. So I'll go ahead and give these a good shuffle, and we'll get you a few more cards here. And we will take a look. Okay, so I have a few more cards, and the first card that we have for you is the King of Wands. Very interesting. And then we also have another card as well, and we have Temperance here as well. Very interesting. So I'll begin by discussing this King of Wands, and this King of Wands, this card is really telling me that around this time when you may find that around this time when you may be needing to withdraw a bit, I feel that after you've done this inner work, you've gone through this period of deep introspection, of deep soul searching. I feel that this is really bringing you into this King of Wands energy, into a more empowered and inspired kind of energetic position. And having that courage and that brilliant boldness to really carry out your dreams and to really embody your passions and to manifest them into a reality, to really stand in your power, to stand in your light, and to know that you are the authority over your own life, that you have the power and that you have the potential within yourself to make your life what you want it to be, to take action, to take charge. And this is a very passionate, very inspired, very creative, very confident, bold, masculine energy. This is an energy of having that masculine mastery over your creative pursuits, over your passions, over your dreams, and really owning who you are and knowing and loving who you are, and having the bold, inspired courage to be yourself in a world that may not necessarily always be accepting or always be encouraging. But this is following your path and following your soul's mission anyway, and putting yourself out there and doing whatever that thing might be that you really want to do. So I think that that's definitely a very very powerful energy. It's something very inspirational to maybe keep in your awareness moving forward as well, but to really embody and really express that confidence and that self-assuredness as well, knowing that that you can handle whatever may be coming up for you, knowing that you are the alchemist and the creator of your own life, and that you can handle this, that you can do this. And this is it's really taking that bold, inspired action to make the life of your dreams, and to not let anyone or anything hold you back from that. And the next card that we have here is the card of Temperance. And this card is often associated with the astrological sign of Sagittarius within the major arcana as well. But this card is all about finding that balance within yourself and practicing moderation and balance within your life, whether that be with your work-life balance, with your health, with your sleep or exercise routine. It's finding a proper balance and making sure that the energies in your life aren't necessarily overly swayed to one side or the other. It's this could also indicate finding that balance between the masculine and the feminine energies within the internal expression and the external expression. Um, the solar and the lunar energies. It's whatever that may be for you, but usually this card has a lot to do with finding balance within certain habits and certain behaviors that you may be embodying and certain energies that you may be embodying. And I feel that this card is really just asking you to come back to that awareness and come back to that connection to your body and to really ask yourself and to tap deeply into that connection to that inner awareness, knowing when things may need to be course corrected a little bit, and knowing when there needs to be a little bit more or a little bit less of something, knowing when things are knowing maybe when things aren't feeling good and when there needs to be a little bit of an adjustment made in order for things to be properly harmonized and properly properly balanced. Like I was saying, this card is really all about balance, and in a lot of ways, it's definitely kind of similar to those Libra archetypes as well about balance. And with Libra, it's more so about justice, about balancing the scales. But um, in a lot of ways, this is more about finding that balance of where your energy is placed, if that makes sense. And I guess in a lot of ways, those are kind of similar, but I feel that this is really just asking you to tap into that conscious embodiment of of where you're of where you're placing your energy, your time, and your focus, and where maybe things need to be a little bit more realigned or readjusted to come back into more of a healthy equilibrium, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue your reading here by getting a card from our Moonology Oracle to get a little bit more information about this full moon for you. So we'll go ahead and get you another card. Okay, so this next card that we have here is First Quarter Moon in Taurus, Release Control. So this is very interesting, and um, I did also want to mention that you may have astrological placements within the sign of Taurus, or perhaps even Virgo or Sagittarius, but obviously just take this as it resonates with you. But anyway, the first quarter moons, these are times of really, really reflecting and really refining those intentions that you put out into the universe. It's allowing things to build an energetic momentum, and like I was saying, really refining and readjusting those energies in a way that helps align them in the best possible way to where you can bring them into manifestation. But the sign of Taurus, this is all about our connection to the earth. It's very much related to the energies of agriculture, of also having that nurturing, mothering energy as well, nurturing our bodies, nurturing our minds, nurturing the soil of the earth as well, and having that harmonious relationship to abundance. But this card asks you to release control. And in a lot of ways, I feel that this is very much related to what I was talking about earlier, especially with that Hermit card about venturing within yourself and knowing that you can always tap into that connection to spirit, and we can't always control everything that happens. All we can control is the way that we react to what happens, and ultimately that's where our power comes from. But I feel that this is really asking you to to release that control, knowing that what's going to happen is going to happen. And knowing that when you put forth as much effort as you can into something, then that's all that you can do at the end of the day. And um, ultimately, there are many things that once you've done all you can do, that's all you can do. And I feel that this card is really asking you to trust those processes that are out of your hands, and really allowing the universe to kind of to work its magic to align those energies, and to align you with that beautiful ultimate destination, and knowing and trusting that things are working out in your favor, are that things are happening for you, and that really, as long as you're doing your part, then things are going to be okay. Things are going to I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how well things work out for you, especially when you're standing in your power, and you are embodying the courage to live the life that you want, and you're taking you're taking that initiative, and you are taking it upon yourself to rebalance, to recalibrate, and to refine and realign anything that may be out of balance for you. But I think that this card is really asking you to trust the process, to trust the universe, and ultimately to trust yourself, to know that things are going to be okay, that things are going to work out, and that I think that you're going to be, like I was saying, you're going to be so pleasantly surprised when you ultimately see where you end up. So I'm going to go ahead and continue your reading here with a final card from our Mystical Wisdom Oracle. We're just going to end this reading with a final message for you, and we'll go ahead and get a look at what wants to be known. Okay, so this final card that I have for you is Dreams. Believe in your dreams. And this is absolutely beautiful imagery too, but I think this really just connects back to what I was saying about this King of Wands, trusting your passion, trusting yourself to really trusting yourself and trusting spirit to make your dreams come true. And that's not necessarily saying that it's going to be easy or that it's going to happen overnight, but when you step into that aligned embodiment, and you put yourself out there, you take it upon yourself to show that initiative, and to really move the energy forward with power and with confidence, then I feel that this is really a wonderful reason to keep believing in those dreams. And by embodying that creative empowerment, that's definitely going to help you. That's definitely going to help these dreams become a reality for you. And honestly, it really just comes back to the whole process of manifestation. In order for the manifestation to take place, there has to be that energetic momentum. It can't be something that you just um, it can't be something that you just allow to fizzle out, or something that you stop giving your energy and awareness to. It's something you have to hold the vision, and you have to keep working, and you have to carry the energy forward, basically. But I feel that you definitely are doing that, and you're obviously on the right track, and you're definitely onto something here. And I think that these dreams are I think that these dreams are only the beginning, and that when you finally see them come into manifestation, into reality, then it's just going to confirm, and it's going to really show you how powerful of a manifestor, how powerful of an alchemist you truly are, and knowing that you really truly can create the life that you want. And I feel that with this card, this is also possibly reminding you to maybe pay attention to your dreams too, to maybe pay attention to your sleep schedule. That kind of comes back to what I was saying about with this temperance card as well, finding that balance. And I think in order to really to maybe have those stronger, more vivid dreams, maybe lucid dreams, or just very, very powerful visionary dreams. In order to in order to really have that, I think it may be important to pay attention to your sleep schedule as well. And um, I think that may be, yeah, I think that may be something to pay attention to moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, group three. And I just wanted to say it's been an absolute privilege to bring you this reading. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And if you'd like to help further support the channel, I'll also leave information in the description as well if you may like to consider leaving a tip. But it's something that's never expected, but very much appreciated. And I'm sending you so much light, so much love, and so many blessings upon your journey. Thank you so much.